how to determine if something's landlocked and some of our strategies or thoughts about it. This one's we're looking at on PropStream. You can also look at properties on Propwire for free. PropStream is subscription, but Propwire only will look at vacant land that has a street address. This one, it has only a parcel number. So we're looking at it on PropStream. You could also use GIS for free, and that you can look up by parcel number or owner name. So the property is where the red pin is, and I'm going to zoom in there so we can see the boundaries and see if we have road access to this, which is landlocked would be a property that does not have road access. And so then if you have a property like that, then you have to petition the court in the county the property is in to get an easement on a neighboring property to get in there, or make a deal with a neighbor who abuts the property to purchase an easement from them to access the property. So I'm having to zoom in here a bunch of times until it shows the property lines. Sometimes you have to zoom in quite a bit on PropStream before you see the actual boundaries. So now you can see these white lines are starting to fill in. Move this thing around so we can get to the one edge or the other. Moving a little bit slowly this morning. Loading slowly. Maybe I can zoom out one and see it. Okay, yeah, so I can zoom out one. So here are our property lines, these white lines. So on this side, well, we can see this whole side. So let's just talk about this one first. So there's some kind of a cul-de-sac here. Looks like it might be for a subdivision, in which case they'd probably be planning to put building lots all around there, that cul-de-sac. There's no, if they're going to put building lots here, there's probably not going to be an access coming here unless you applied for an easement pretty early on before they start building there. So there's no road access on that side. And then on this side, we've got farmland, and there's a little road here. This looks like a farmer's road that they use when they're working these fields. They would, drive their equipment around the edge there. So that's not a real road from what I can tell. And then down here, we've got, this looks like an actual road because you've got houses and mobile homes on it. And then that terminates here at this house. So it's not going into the property. It's possible that we could get an easement here or, ask for permission. We don't know if this is a private road or a municipal road that's maintained by the municipality, the city or the town or county. And then you can look along this whole side. There's no road access or road frontage. And then we can look at this last side here. And this is a big property. It's like a 20 or 30 acre property, but there's no road access there. It's all just butting up to the neighbors' properties. An example of a smaller landlocked lot would be this one here. It's probably like a half an acre to an acre lot, all wooded, but every side is hemmed in by other properties, so that's considered landlocked. So the only thing I would look at is this. Is it possible to get in there? Sometimes when you switch to the map view, you can see if something's a real road or not. On the map view, normally, established roads have these darker lines. Like you can see that farm road there is not even shown here. It's probably just belongs to the farmers who own this land. And this road is not named, so it's very likely a private road, which means you'd have to get permission. Even though all these houses are on there, there's probably some sort of easement. So this is probably the best bet. I would still treat this as a landlocked property, and we would offer pennies on the dollar for that, because even if you can get access here, you're going to have to probably do some stuff to do it, right? And then you have to put the road in. You might have to get permission from whoever owns this road or controls it. This could all be family for all we know. And you have to get permission or an easement or pay them money or whatever. It's going to be work to get in here. And then the other thing about this is if you've got a big property like this that's 20 or 30 acres with no road frontage, normally you're not going to be able to do a subdivision or anything in here here. So this is just going to be for an individual who wants a larger property, and they're going to either build a house here and live in the woods, or they're going to use it for hunting or recreation, such as snowmobiling or driving four-wheelers or dirt bikes or something. So it's not going to be worth as much as a 20-acre lot that you can subdivide and put a bunch of houses on, right? So it's going to be pennies on the dollar. I would offer like 25% of tax value on this, or if you can find comps, in the area for per acre value, then you could, offer a fraction of that, 20, 25 to 35, I don't know, percent of the value. And yeah, we used to get these lots under contract and then try and find buyers. We don't do it anymore because we just get a lot of leads, and these tend to be a waste of time in general. But you can get a lot like this under contract for like 500 or 1,000, and then see if the neighbors want to buy it for, a markup. And then, but if you can't sell it to the immediate neighbors who are touching it, probably you're not going to sell it. This one, slightly different case because it's so much land, somebody might want it. But on these smaller ones, like I said, we used to just offer 500 on them, and then if we'd get them under contract, we'd try and sell them to the neighbors, and if not, cancel. But those are some thoughts and ideas about landlocked properties. Hopefully it helps.